Is anybody even remotely familiar with the current Ren situation? I don't know why I put Ren in quotes. No. Okay. Here's what I can tell you, and at least, again, just enough so you understand, okay? And I might miss some details, but at least you'll get it. My understanding of the situation is when Ren did, I think it was Sick Boy was one of his songs, and I think we did that. That was the one with the therapist back and forth, I believe. He used a beat in that song that he bought the license for. Okay. And when you use a license, when you buy a license for music, you buy a very specific license, and that fine print on there will have like, I'm using this for this purpose. It's for monetary gain, blah, blah, blah. And he buys that license. Okay. Long story short, he does this, and that beat belongs to this artist named KUJO. Okay. That made the beat, put it on a platform for this reason, selling the song with license options. Ren bought it, and then that was the end of it. Sick Boy came out, it had that beat, and then time went on. Okay? Apparently, behind the scenes, KUJO, like all of a sudden one day, copyright strike on Sick Boy. And that caused a bit of a wave. And then supposedly KUJO has been saying that he's been trying to reach out to Ren, and there's no sort of resolution. And Ren's like, bro, like, we can solve this between, like, why are you striking my channel? If I get 3 strikes, like my channel gets shut down. Like, we can talk about this behind the scenes and work out the kinks. And Ren, in his side of the story, and I did watch the video, seems to be very open of like, hey, dude, we can figure this out between us. We don't have to get labels involved. We don't have to get lawyers involved. Like, let's just figure this out. And I'm only getting Ren's side of the story, obviously, so I don't know KUJO's side. But supposedly, Ren tried to be, like, direct. KUJO wasn't really having it, wanted to get lawyers involved, and then it just got ugly. So Ren came out with this as a way to get more attention to this whole fiasco. So let's see what we get. That's really all I know, okay? KUJO sourced the sample from a choir and didn't clear the sample before selling it to Ren. Oh, you're asking if that's right. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see what he's got to say about KUJO and this whole mess. KUJO beatdown.
Person who is rightly doing right, who is right there on the righteous path, no wrong in words I write. But the forces out there test me, Ren, I'm trying to find the path to forgive all those who test my will. There's trouble in my heart. What the fuck, you little pussy? This ain't high Ren number 2. This ain't pendulums or songs of hope that can't talk from you. And the last time we did this, the hope did prevail. Now the hope is the road that will choke a bitch pale. No, just wait a sec, cause there's nothing to be gained when you sever the neck. I know that art is a part of your heart, so you're upset, but this hate breeds hate. Please wait, geez, Ren. I'm getting pretty sick of the sick boy, trying to be the it boy, trying to be the I'm so morally equipped boy. Face it, you're mad as fuck, Ren. Now let me cut this worm with my razor blade pen.
Now, just in case you don't catch it, because it took me a second too, it seems like he's playing the two sides of his brain that are arguing on how to deal with this situation. There's one side of him that wants to like do the right thing. I'm trying to like be a nice guy and understand where this dude's coming from and be respectful. And the other side that wants to cut this dude. Like, legally speaking, I want to burn him down. So this is kind of, I think, emotionally what he's trying to represent.
Fuck it. struggle, hear me out. See, I'm on your side, really. Well, I was, till I found you could get a little greedy. Push your luck a little far. There's a moral, little Jimmy, of the cookie and the jar.
Now, this is really clever. This piece with the choir back here, if what you said is true, and it's the sample of the choir that created the problem, that's beautiful. That is beautifully done.
See the needy and the greedy, they're just trying to fill a hole. So they take and then they take us still the empty in their soul. They feel so hard done by, poor little you. Wanna take from me big, then I'll take from you too.
Now, I'm going to make a prediction based on what I know about this. And it's early because he literally just pulled her out. My understanding is that you got Ren on one side of the drama and you got KUJO and his girlfriend on the other side of the drama. They're speaking on KUJO's behalf. Ren is speaking on his behalf. Okay? So this could be him pulling her into the mix, and now it's the two of them that he's responding to. Let's find out.
Shut up, slut, you said enough. I thought you said you like it rough. I thought you said she liked it rough. You're a bitch, man, what the fuck? I'm confused by this dynamic. Like it's Bonnie and it's Clyde, but the killing you're committing is career suicide. Whoa, guys, you probably think that this is extreme, I won't lie. Maybe just a little bit mean, you know. I feel a little bad about it, really. Nah, I'm only messing, lad, I love to spank the greedy. Feel me? I hope you wake up sweating from your nightmares, see me. I'm the sick boy that you enslave, free me. When you fuck with my work, you might as well bleed me. I put my whole soul into my words legally. Now a little thief want beef, want steal from me. That's how little thief lose teeth, you meal to me. I'm the subject matter, you are part of the scenery. This is how the sick boy work, you feeling me? Cunt, I'm sick with the pen. I went easy on the daughter, he's a friend, it's Zen. But if I ever hear your mouth speak the name of Ren out in public, then it's public, you don't want that again. And no warning for your bitch, of a girlfriend too. Mrs. Nice behind the scenes, poor KUJO, boo-hoo. If I ever read another fucking comment from you, then this is only part one, it's even worse than part two.
Leave it there. Leave it there. Yes. Let that be it. Yes. Okay. The views expressed in this video are for creative purposes. Any issues I have will be dealt with on a personal basis. I do not condone abuse or bullying. The reason he's putting this message is because, of course, when Ren put out his video of, hey, here's what's going on, I want you to be aware of the situation. What do you think some people in his fandom, Renegades, what do you think they did? Exactly as you would expect. So then Ren came on later in another video. I don't know if it was live or not, but he put out another video and basically just told everybody, yo, chill. Don't harass anybody. Don't threaten anybody. This is my fight. Just chill. That's the right thing to do. So then let's discuss this, right? Now, I don't know exactly what the other side of the story is. I don't know what KUJO's side is. I don't know where his girlfriend plays in. It is extremely easy in a situation like this to take what is presented to us, we form an opinion, and then we just kind of run with that opinion. But the truth is, we're only getting one side of the story. Now, am I defending KUJO and his girlfriend? No, I have no idea. I have no idea the other two sides of this story. And when I say two sides, I don't mean KUJO and his girlfriend. I mean there's Ren's side, there's the other side, and then there's the truth. There's the shit that sits in the middle that contextually only really occurs when we put everything together, right? So Ren has his side, and he's very clear about how he feels about it. And then we have KUJO's side, which we don't really know. And I have not done as much research as I could, so I have no idea. But let's take all that. Let's assume for now, based on this video, that what we know is for the most part accurate. Okay? The way Ren describes it, Kujo's being greedy. He didn't have a problem when he sold that beat to Ren for Sick Boy. Sick Boy took off. Huge. And then Kujo comes like, hey, you only paid X amount for this license, bro. Like you're making a lot of money on this. Where's my cut? Well, it doesn't really work that way, bro. That's not how licenses work. I got the license. I got the right one. You got your cut. That's how this works. I'm completely speculating, but you understand. So if we take all that as accurate and we take this story, there's a couple of things that work in Ren's favor here. Because on one hand, I'll bet there are some of you here, whether in live chat or in comments later, that will look at this, and maybe you're not familiar with Ren. But you might look at this and go, I do not condone abuse or bullying. Well, what do you call this? Some of you can see that. We have artistic expression through characterization. Okay? Now, this is bold. This is bold. When he brings his girlfriend into it, it raises the bar, in my opinion. Okay? You might disagree. This is just my opinion. He brings KUJO into it. He says his piece to KUJO. I honestly believe if the girlfriend, KUJO's girlfriend, had never gotten involved, if she'd never made a comment, she'd never said anything out in public in defense of KUJO, she would not exist in this video. I absolutely wholeheartedly believe that Ren felt it was necessary that she had similar consequences to KUJO in the public eye because of this fact. It's like, hey, you want to get involved and be in the public eye? I will put you in the public eye. And that's what he did here. Now, this is all just expression, right? Is it pretty tough? Is it intense as all hell? Yeah, but you got to remember, Ren is absolutely trying to prove a point here. He's not only trying to prove a point that, like, in his values, in his moral compass, he's trying to fight the greed of people. You've seen Money Game 1, 2, 3. He's pretty specific, right? So here comes KUJO, seemingly being greedy. Well, that doesn't float with Ren. The girlfriend steps in. She becomes the other side of that battle. And now, okay, my gripe is with both of you. So I'm going to address both of you. I think that everything done in this video is done, and I think this is the minor. The minor point of this, I think, is a way for Ren to get it out. Make sense of it, get it out. That's the minor. The major is that this video is intense and harsh enough that it gets people talking. And the more people that talk, the message spreads. The situation spreads. Then it gets the exposure that it needs to find resolution. That's what I think. Now, I don't know the details, but I do know that in 8 days, this has 1.4 million views. I did see Ren in a video with somebody very high up in YouTube music. So there is some kind of conversation happening between Ren and YouTube music. Did KUJO respond yet? I don't know if KUJO has responded since this video. I actually don't know. The last thing that I had heard from KUJO was was really Ren's words saying, I said this, KUJO said this. I said this, his girlfriend's. It was just a lot of back and forth, but it was all from Ren's mouth. So again, you still have to take that for what it's worth, you know? But man, I tell you what, Ren, I really wasn't sure how I'd feel about this. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this. Because, like, you know, do you solve this? Do you solve it with lawyers quietly? You know, if Ren feels like he's in the right, he paid for the right license. He tried to go to KUJO behind the scenes and be like, "Hey, bro, we can handle this like men. Let's just, not punch it out, but just like, hey, here's what I got. I've got the paperwork to prove it. Now, what is your side of things?" Now, supposedly, according to Ren, all that happened, and KUJO just never really reciprocated the way he was supposed to. He always just tried to like circumvent and skirt. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so this is a note from Ren from 4 days ago. YouTube has stepped in and saw that the Sick Boy music video was copyright striked under false pretenses. Until this situation is legally tied up, it is now available for everyone to watch. It is likely the video will be eventually taken down and re-uploaded with the new audio unless me and the responsible parties can reach an amicable, positive solution. Mini victory today. The copyright strike affected my whole channel and was risking the whole channel being deleted, so this is amazing news. Thank you for everyone for your support behind this. It means the world. For anyone new to my music, you can now watch Sick Boy and see why the video meant so much to me and everyone involved working on it. Such a cool video. And then he posted a picture, had a great face-to-face today with the head of YouTube Music, chatting about ways to improve artists and fans' user experience with the platform. Big up. So it sounds like not only is Sick Boy free again, it's not locked down by copyright strike. The strike was removed by YouTube because it was done under false pretenses. But my speculation here is he wanted attention, he wanted exposure for this situation, and he got it. He did exactly what he had to do to make it happen. I mean, wow. Another thing I'll say about this, just from the director standpoint, not just like a fan of Ren's standpoint, is that this is a very, very recent situation. This is very fresh, very new. This video was done incredibly quickly, from pre-production, production and filming, to editing and post-production. Incredibly quick. Intense. Yeah, and I know Ren I think he's independent. I don't think he's under a label, or if he is under a label, it's his own label or something like that. Yeah. And you know what? I'll give you this point here. Some of you had made comments about, this part of the lyrics or this part of the video made me uncomfortable. Like, I didn't like that. I think that was too far. And of course, like, this whole thing, like, every one of us has, our opinions on like where our lines are and what we can consider acceptable and all that stuff. Like, everybody's line's different. Like, yours might be like, oh my God, like, he said that, I just can't. And that your line has been crossed. That's your line. That's fine. Nobody can take that from you, right? But that might be, for some others, just up to that line that still makes you uncomfortable. I don't like it, but it's not crossing a line to still get the message further. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made sense. It's like he's pushing it as far as he can while it's still being acceptable in the public eye. and accomplishing what he wants. Because if he goes too far, he's going to screw himself. Too far, and they shut him down for different reasons. Yeah, Leah, I wish it was that simple. YouTube should check the validity of claims before issuing copyright strikes. I do wish that was the case, but unfortunately, it seems like YouTube is just so big that they have to count on an automated system. And then if errors creep up because people contact and be like, hey, this is like, what are you doing? That's when it narrows down and filters the actual problems instead of like a human having to do that. Because it's something like, every 48 hours, more videos are uploaded than the last 50 years or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Wow, that was heavy. Man, that was heavy. In any case, I mean, props to Ren for doing what he set out to do. He put his message out there. He was bold. It was intense. It may have crossed the line for some of you, and it might have been right up to the line for some of you. But in any case, it's good to know that he's resolving the issue and it's being handled. That's good to know. And speaking on that point, because we're talking about strikes and stuff, and tonight is Discord request night, I want to let you all know, like when you put requests in the Discord and you know, like we have like certain parameters we want you to follow for the sake of us putting them in playlists and ordering stuff. There are certain rules that we follow for that reason to avoid copyright strikes. Like, for example, we do not do fan cams. We don't. And the reason for that is because some people that do fan cams, they're very proud of the work, and that's fine. They should be. But they're YouTubers, just like I'm a YouTuber. If I bring up a fan cam, there's a good chance that person will strike me, and they have every right to. So it is really, really tricky. And fan cams you have no idea. So unpredictable. The person could have 48 subscribers, have a really good fan cam. We watch it on the channel and it gets a few thousand views and then copyright strike. And it's completely legit because that's their content. And it doesn't even matter if I give them credit, I link their channel and I'm like, this is Henry's video. Hey, go check out Henry's, subscribe to him. Doesn't matter. I showed their content without permission. Boom. Yeah, it gets really, really ugly. Just the more you know.